My name is Monique Driessen. I'm a Dutch designer and researcher in arts and architecture. So I was educated as a designer at the Dutch Design Academy and did a master's in architecture in Mexico City. I applied on this topic of let's reinvent urban planning, thinking on the concept of micropolis, which is a transdisciplinary approach in which new networks are created on different scales using visual tools and artistic thinking to connect different disciplines and different scales of urban planning and city making.
Hello, my name is Yuting Tai, and I'm currently a PhD candidate at urbanism in TU Delft. And so basically my PhD is about this understanding of urban transformations, but it's empirical study in one of the Chinese densely populated delta cities, and then how to understand this transformation with water issues, so the value creation in the process of interventions. And I want to contribute to the transfer of knowledge, the share of knowledge, because as you can see, I'm from a different background, but I'm a representative of the Dutch YPP, so it's very interesting combination, and I'm educated in the Netherlands for 5 years. So I have this conflicting or some interesting combination of different contexts and knowledge. So I think it's very interesting and helpful, especially to this Isocarp debate, because we're talking about the city in an international level. So how these different systems are related to each other. And then we need different languages and contexts to understand each other. So I think the transfer of knowledge and using my own education and background is very helpful. I hope it will be helpful.
My formal name is Mridula Koshi. Since my name is complicated, people call me Mo. I'm from India. My background is in architecture. So after my bachelor's in India, I did a postmaster's in urbanism from TU Delft. And now I'm working as an urban designer in The Hague, here in the Netherlands. For the Isocarp of 2015, I'm very interested in the idea of how to build a transboundary urban system. It's the theme that I closely identify by, because we can no longer think of cities in isolation. We have to think of them as a continuous system, since they grow into each other, sometimes even crossing provincial and national boundaries. So yeah, you work through the idea of scales, and then you come up with a nice, flexible, adaptive framework on how to deal with this.
My name is Remmelt Oosterhuis. I studied in Delft. I studied urbanism. I graduated 2 years ago. And then I decided to become an illustrator, comic book artist, to explore different things and to have a different view on urban design as well. So, this Isocarp thing is, I think, also a great opportunity for me to maybe combine my passion for urban design and all things urban, and my passion for comics and cartoons and that sort of things. Yeah.
I'm Joanna, and my Chinese name is Huang Nianping, and I'm an urban planner. I finished my bachelor in urban planning in Taiwan. Then I worked for 1.5 years in Taiwan in the engineering consultancy company. Then I studied in TU Delft in urbanist. Now I'm working in Rotterdam in an architecture research company. And my interest is about the legal framework. And because there are few projects I was involved, it's related to redevelopment of a cemetery, for example, and also the new development of scientific park. And there's always some issues during this decision-making process and also the planning making process. So I'd like to explore more about what I can do to mediate the whole process in the legal framework, and also to manage to understand, to put all the stakeholders all together in the process, because it's just too difficult to put all the people together in the table. But I think it will be my mission to understand how to make this framework, and because it's a long process at the beginning of the preliminary planning process at the beginning, and then when we in the second stage and the third stage into implementation. If we can manage to define different tools and to make it work, and then it will be already enough. So maybe the first action in this workshop that we have some agreement, how can we facilitate this mechanism to put things together.
Sounds promising. Thank you.
Thanks.